Hello guys, welcome to my channel Tospoa English. Today, this is YouTube live. Hopefully, I will upload the archive of this video. After that, today is Wednesday. I have a I had class. I have two classes, and but those were finished on 2 p.m. and I went back home at 3 p.m. and I have free time. So I came up with this idea. I will show you how I study English. Yeah, when I started to study English, I always was wondering if how other guys study English. Yeah, so of course there are so many ways of studying English on the internet, or you can get some book that was written about how you improve your English or how you can be fluent in English. So yeah, I search a lot and I read a lot of book about English learning. And now I have some ways to improve my English skills now. So this is my personal experience, but I'm happy to share my way of studying English. So obviously my English is poor. Yeah, you can see my YouTube channel names, obviously. But I feel like my way of studying is if I do again over and over again, um, I could I will be fluent someday. So I have no doubt about my English way of learning. But from your perspective, from your guys' perspective, my way of studying is not efficient, something like that. So please make a comment about my English way of studying. So yeah, I'm happy to accept your comment and improve my way of studying. So, basically, I have. Let's move on to the study part. I have three or four way of studying English. Yeah. So Japanese students usually have a knowledge about grammar or how to make English sentence or how to read English s- um, phrases, English passage or book in quickly. So yeah, I feel like for Japanese, at least Japanese students, grammar study or um English sentence structure, how to interpret the English sentence structure is not important, to be honest. Yeah, if you studied hard in junior high school, that's okay. You should have confidence to, yeah, your grammar knowledge. So, but um, definitely, Japanese students are so bad at the listening skills or like speaking skills, obviously. Um, so yeah, and I just came to US and I realized that oh, it's too fast for me to understand the native speakers speaking. So yeah, I definitely need to improve my listening skills. Yes. So, for example, this morning I have a class and my teacher is of course native speaker and I couldn't understand what they say. Even I stay in US for 2 months. This is problem, right? So yeah, first I will show you how to improve my listening skills. Alright. So by the way, when I study English or something, I eat this sunflower seed. It's cheap and nutritious. I don't know if it's nutritious or not. It contains a lot of fat and some vitamins. I don't know, but I often eat this with my study. Anyway, so let's move on to the study part. Just a second. Shh. Yeah, yeah. Actually, um, from yesterday, I started to one new method to study English. This is like first I'll join some conversation situation or like for example um restaurant or grocery store or even class university class or something and record the conversation of the situation. And then, of course, if you are not good at listening, you have some words or phrases you cannot understand, right? So after this class or grocery shopping, you listen the record and type in the Google Doc or something, or just write down in your notebook, and afterwards you understand what they said in that situation. So yeah, I feel like personally it's good way of improving the listening skills. So yeah, I will do that. Um, to day after yesterday, I joined some meetings about studying Bible study, and oh, as usual, I couldn't understand what they say, what they are talking about. So I just like record and their conversation and yeah, just listen again over and over again and then write down the meanings and yeah, searching the phrase phrasal verbs. Yeah, obviously native speakers use a lot of phrasal verbs or idioms. It's totally un ununderstandable. So yeah, let's start to listen. Okay. And of course, I have some materials. Just a second. Yep. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, some people are watching my stream, but probably this live stream is boring for you because I just listen the English conversation and just write down what they say and just speak or search the meanings just like that. Let's go. I usually use my laptop. Yeah, I'm using now, and this iPad. Yeah, it's so yeah, useful. Anyway, um, I'm using the iPhone and to record the conversation. I use this app, voice memos, like that, and yeah, it's so easy to use. I can repeat the what I couldn't understand, and you can even control the speed of the recording. So yeah, it's good for English study. Yes, let's get started. All right. So oh, so I will type the what listen, and yeah, I search the meanings I can understand, and yes, that's it. So simple, right? You can do it. Okay, all right. Google document. Where's my Google Doc? All right. Maybe that's good idea to share my screen. Yes, yeah, I can share my screen. Hold on. Could you see my? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm usually use Google document like this. Yeah, and I type the what I listen. So let's go. I shouldn't use wireless earphone. You couldn't hear that. Mhm.
Me personally, I don't feel like I have gotten closer to God through suffering. I got closer to God because I had enough leisure time to pursue Him, and my life was going great. And so that's what gave me that opportunity. And maybe that's just a thing where I need to be a Christian for longer and then experience suffering in just you right, but generally my life is amazing, and so I don't know that like I can find the good out of my suffering, but I can also find good out of everything, right? So just because, so I can say that, for instance, my dad has Parkinson's, and that sucks, and watching him waste away is kind of hard.
Mhm. Edit recording. Have we? Yeah, now I'm listening the conversation I experienced 2 days ago.
Like, and I know my situation
Okay.
always have. And now she looks back beautiful and profound, and I feel like there was some of grandmother who took care of my. He's technically my great grandfather, so yeah, my mom's grandfather. Um, how many things else? What aspects of you that is
Cool.
that's the roast uses? I think it really comes in hindsight. I think it's hard, almost impossible. Or what have you. Time of reflection to actually as well, to kind of reminiscing to the time. Mostly that God chat. Share that with other people and stuff. And the other, but that's. Well, is a great example. It says, you see that God chastised.
All right. I find a good point to. What's that?
It says, you see that God chastises his children, and that's a good way to honor his son. No, yeah. Well, it's a great example. It says, you see that God chastises his children, and that's a good way to honor his son. And Hebrews 12:11 says, don't chase any sins to be joyful for the present, but painful. But afterwards, it will be useful for the righteousness to those who are trained by it. What verse is that mean?
Hebrews 12:11. And that's perfect. Yeah, God lets his children, especially if finds any evil in their heart from their old way of living. Yeah, I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point. Yeah, I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a
I think I sometimes. Yeah, it's so super fast, right? I couldn't listen.
I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point.
Could you understand what they say? It's too fast.
Yeah, I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point.
What? I think sometimes. Let's go.
I think sometimes we definitely do need to.
We definitely. Yeah, native speakers all often use this words definitely. Define definitely. Typo. Sorry.
Yeah, I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like.
Do need? I don't know.
I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point.
Low point. I could listen to this word low point, but it's not complete sentence. You think
Yeah, I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point.
broad like okay. Broad like low point. That's totally doesn't make sense.
I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to like a low point.
Do you need? Um. Okay. I couldn't get this phrases unfortunately. So let's move on to next sentence.
Uh, like sometimes we're put in a position where we like.
No way, it's super fast.
Like sometimes we're put in a position where we like.
Sometimes like and sometimes I can understand like and sometimes, but what? Yeah.
Like sometimes we're put in a position where we like.
We require the position. Sometimes we require the position. We requires the position. So yeah, if you don't know the words required and the position, you cannot listen these words. So I feel like the important things is remembering the or building vocabulary. Yeah, even if you have a good listening uh, capability, it's not skills. You can listen the words required or the position, but if you don't know the meanings, just listen. You don't understand. So yeah, the basic and the one of the most important things for English study is like building vocabulary for sure. Anyway, but I couldn't.
Like sometimes we're put in a position where we like.
Sometimes we require the position we will like. Yeah, he. How can I say in English? 口癖. Yeah, it's the type. 口癖。英語。Habit of saying, favorite phrase, way of saying. Um, okay. His catchphrase or his way of saying is like using like and sometimes for sure. Yes. Yeah, I can get new words, new vocabulary. favorite phrase, catchphrase. Okay. Let's pick one more. Catchphrase. Typo. Right. Yes. Let me stop the sharing screen just a little bit. Yeah, as I mentioned, building vocabulary is one of the most important things for English study, you know. So I use some tools to build vocabulary. Hold on. Hmm. Um. If you are watching this archive, please comment. What are you? Sorry. What do you do for um building vocabulary? It's not correct. Um. What is your favorite tools to write down the new words? So for example, some of my friends use like a notebook to write down the vocabulary they don't know. Yeah, this is one of the good way. But someone use Notion, this app, Notion app, and you can type the words you don't know, and you write down the meanings, maybe copy and paste from the online dictionary. So this is also good way. It seems like efficient for me. And someone use the like just how can I say it? Tango card. It's flashcard, memory card. Yeah, this is also good way. So I'd like to know you guys how to memorize or how to write down the words you meet for the first time. Sorry, my English is so poor. So yeah, actually I don't have any specific ways to memorize the phrase. I just use a like phrase. How can I say it? English book which has a lot of English words. So yeah. Mm, okay. Let me think. Maybe like um all right. I decide my way of writing down. I use paper notebooks. Uh well. Oh, good morning. お疲れ様です。Yeah, now I'm studying English by myself, and I wanna share my way of studying so, for English learners all over the world. So, all right, I decided to write down how to memorize my words. 口癖 catchphrases. No, okay. All right, catchphrase. Your catchphrase is like Alright. So let's continue to listen. I will share my screen again. Okay. Alright. Yeah. My friend is obviously native speaker, so it's
like sometimes we're put in a position where we need to reach out for help.
need to reach help.
Need to reach out for help.
Need to reach help. Okay, this one. Yeah.
Need to reach out for help.
Need to do what? Like need to reach you help. Maybe that's not good. No.
Need to reach out for help.
Need to reject? Sorry.
Sometimes we're put in a position where we need to reach out for help and
reach you for help. Maybe it's first time to reach out. I don't know this words. Sorry. Reach yeah, to jail again. So 再び捕まる to retail. Don't retail. Maybe this is my misunderstanding. You don't say retail. Okay. Let me listen again.
like sometimes we're put in a position where we need to reach out for help and
Reach for help. Need to reach out for help. All right. I have to use the ChatGPT and yeah. Maybe if you cannot understand the meaning of the context or words, you can use ChatGPT. Sometimes you can get a good answer from ChatGPT. According to ChatGPT, sometimes we really do need to go through low points in life. Okay, I'll change the way of asking. 今、ネイティブ英語話者の話を、録音し、その意味を解釈しようとしている。文脈的に、あり得る、スクリプトを教えてくれ。で、これをするか。I think sometimes we definitely do need to be brought to a low point. Like sometimes we need to be in a position where we realize we need to rely on others for help. ChatGPT said maybe the word of results is rely on. Yeah. Maybe that's the case. So listen again.
need to reach out for help and
Need to reach out for help. Maybe it's not rely on. Okay. Last time I listened his
need to reach out for help and that kind of gives us an opportunity that we
kind give us opportunity. He said kind give us opportunity. Kind give us opportunity. Yeah, also this word kinda is also used for among native speaker for sure. Yeah, kind of. Maybe this nuance is like nanka toka is for Japanese. Let's listen again.
Like sometimes we're put in a position where we like need to reach out for help, and like that kind of gives us an opportunity to reach out to God.
Kind of give us some opportunity. Yeah, if you use this for some opportunity, not some opportunity, some opportunities, right? Some opportunities.
That kind of gives us an opportunity to reach out to God.
That you reject. Wow, reject again. I don't know this word.
That kind of gives us an opportunity to reach out to God.
Rejecting that. Rejecting that. Rejecting that. So reject かな reject. Okay, ChatGPT again. Maybe some different answer. I think sometimes we definitely do need broad like low point. Like sometimes it requires a position we like need reject your help. Kind of give us some opportunities that you rejecting that. Like sometimes we need to be in position where we realize we can rely on ourselves. It's kind of give us opportunities when we're rejected to learn, grow from the experience. Maybe ChatGPT, you're wrong. It's difficult to understand, to be honest. Like sometimes we find ourselves in we require the position we like need reject for your help. Okay. I feel like if you do or go through if you into を実行する英語 So if you gonna carry out this way of studying, I have advice that you shouldn't stick one phrases. Yeah, it is clear that you're not native speaker, so it's almost impossible to get the whole meanings. So yeah, switch your mind and let's move on to the next topic or phrase. Okay, carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry out. Carry out. No, carry out. 実行する。実行する。carry out. Right. Carry out. Yeah, it's good to it's a good phrasal verbs. Make sure to carry out. If you're gonna carry out the means, oh, that's good. Anyway, let's move on to next. Out. Carry out. Yeah. Carry out. Carry out. Example sentence. The police are now carrying out inspections of all cars crossing the border. The hospital is carrying out tests to find out what's wrong with her. It's the nuance is slightly different from I try to use, but that's okay. That's also a good words, to be honest. So yes, let's move on to the next phrase.
Sometimes, like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can sometimes kind of like, I mean, I know I need God, but sometimes like it almost doesn't feel like you need God in a sense. Like I know we need God.
Wow, it's super hard to understand.
Sometimes, like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can sometimes kind of
What's listen, yeah.
Sometimes, like when I know for me, like when
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. I don't.
that kind of gives us an opportunity
Kinda give us something.
need to reach out for help, and like that kind of gives us an opportunity to reach out to God. Sometimes, like when I know for me,
Sometimes I don't.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when
Sometimes I don't.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are
Sometimes I don't follow you. Sometimes I don't follow you. It's super tough, right?
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can
What? Oh, it's super fast. Okay.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can
in my life, what's in my life? Mm. Which yeah, it's for English study, you need to make a continuous efforts. Yeah. So just I do that. So yeah. In Japanese, it is 地道な努力. Make continuous efforts. Yeah, I like this word. Make continuous efforts. Continuous efforts. Yeah, I know continuous, I know efforts, but I didn't know the phrase continuous efforts. This means 地道な努力. 地道な努力. Okay, I'll use these words from tomorrow. Right. Sometimes I don't follow you in my
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can
this one, yeah.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my
Things I can listen things. Next.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my
Things are going. Things are going. Things are going.
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can
Going well. So maybe the speaker is talking about like some うまくいかないことがあっても、なんでしょう、周りの助けをこうもらうかもらわんかみたいな話。
sometimes like when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can sometimes kind of
I can sometimes, okay. I can sometimes, oh,
when I know for me, like when things are going really well in my life, I can sometimes kind of
kinda, また言いました、kinda.
sometimes kind of like I mean I know I need God, but sometimes like it almost doesn't
Sometimes わかる。kinda, I mean, yeah, I also listen this words, I mean, sometimes, Especially this speaker use his catchphrase. His catchphrase is a kinda. I mean, sometimes yes, for sure. Yes.
I mean, I know I need God, but sometimes like it almost doesn't feel like you need God in a sense. Like I know we need God.
Innocence, innocence. I got it. But innocence and
In a sense, like I know we need God.
I know. What do you know? I know. I weak guy. I'm weak guy.
Feel like you need God in a sense. Like I know we need God.
What?
I mean, I know I need God, but sometimes like it almost doesn't feel like you need God in a sense. Like I know we need God.
I know I weak guy. What?
Like I mean, I know I need God, but sometimes like it almost doesn't feel like you need God in a sense. Like I know we need God.
I know I weak. Let's move on. I couldn't understand these words. Okay.
Yeah, like that's why like a lot of inmates like ultimately end up like finding Jesus because like they're it's yeah, like that's why like a lot of inmates like ultimately end up like finding Jesus because like they're in such a bad position, like they're powerless. So like they need they're in a position where they need help, you know.
This guy speaks so fast, and the phrase he used is also complicated. So, yeah, I will skip his words. And yeah, but I recorded 4 meetings. So, yeah, I have much more other materials for my English study. Don't worry about that. Next hours. Yeah,
The last large group,
yeah, and this number, 1, 26, 37 is the times we can replay. Yes, replay. Yeah, so when you review the sentence and listen again, you can refer this number and restart your English studying journey. It's good. Okay, and hold on. To answer. Okay,
maybe the last
I think, yeah, maybe the conversation starter is, or like, I think, or I was like, or I feel like, yeah, yes, I can use these words. Yes, I think it's so basic.
maybe the last large
In the last.
large group,
In the last large group. Large group.
yeah, he said that people during low times are the ones that
People during
people during low times are the ones that are to be envied because they're he said that people during low times are the ones that are to be envied because
people during road time.
said that
He said that. わかりました. He said that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
he said that people during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
Is that he said that people during the old time is that, to be honest, I have no idea about this conversation. They are talking about the Bible. Yeah, of course I'm reading Bible a little bit, but my understanding is, yeah, it's super low level compared to them. So yeah.
He said that people during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
まあ、envy 聞こえた。envy jealous みたいな。
That people during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
low that
During low times are the ones that are to be envied. People during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
low's time is envy.
That people during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
What? It's wow. It's hard to understand, you know. Okay. All right. Listen a bit.
During low times are the ones that are to be envied because
Rose to be は聞こえましたよ。to be envy ね。that 後が聞こえんのじゃ。
that people during low times are the ones that are to be envied. People during low times are the ones that are to be envied.
No way I could understand.
Because they're the ones that God
Because they're ones that
is the ones that are to be envied because they're the ones that
because they are ones that
during low times are the ones that are to be envied because they're the ones that God
because they are one of the because they are one of it's tough. Okay.
because they're the ones that God is granting strength to, and they can reach out to God, and so that's really cool. It's that God is granting strength to, and they can reach out to God. And
Got しか聞こえんわ。
God is granting strength to,
But it's trying to explain かな
God is granting strength to,
explain to こうやって to でどんどん話を長くしていくっていうの多いな。
be envied because they're the ones that God is granting strength to, and they can reach out to God.
Dude. And they reject God?
God is granting strength to, and they can reach out to God.
And they can reject God.
They can reach out to God, and so
And so
do, and they can reach out to God, and so that's really cool.
Makes me think of a verse, Proverbs 20:30 that says that sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways.
oh, painful experience. Painful experience change
So sometimes it takes a painful experience.
sometimes takes
It says that sometimes it takes a
verse 32 says
experience. Sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. Sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways.
Make us change the way. Make us. Changes じゃなくて、make us change the way. Makes us change the way. So, makes us, makes you, make you とかをよく使われてますね。change the way.
Like, sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. So it's like, sometimes
So, it's like,いや、これを使えるのってかっこいいな。So it's like, verse 32 says, sometimes it takes painful experience makes us change the ways. So it's like, なんかめっちゃ、それっぽく聞こえる。楽しい。
sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. So it's like, sometimes, like if everything is going well,
Sometimes, everything is going well. 言ったかな？
change our ways. So it's like, sometimes, like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to change our ways? So it's like, sometimes, like if everything is going well,
going,
like if everything is going well, times, like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to,
with,
if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to, like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really get uncomfortable and grow?
get uncomfortable and grow. ちょっと待ってくれ。
So it's like, sometimes, like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really get uncomfortable?
cause me to.
Like, sometimes, like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really get uncomfortable?
Wants to.
Like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really,
What's
like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to,
what's going to. What's going to. Mhm.
like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really get uncomfortable and grow?
Cause me to. Want to get uncomfortable and grow.
Like if everything is going well, what's going to cause you to want to really get uncomfortable and grow? If you're always comfortable, you're not going to want to. If you're always comfortable, you're not going to.
you know, you know, you know, grow is come. Hmm?
If you're always comfortable, you're not going to want to. But if you're always comfortable, you're not going to want to. But if you're
Getting wanted. Mm.
if you're always comfortable, you're not going to want to. But if you're uncomfortable, it's going to cause you to get out of that position where But if you're uncomfortable, it's going to cause you to get out.
Uncomfortable. We're gonna
But if you're uncomfortable, it's going to cause you to get out of.
cause you get out
But if you're uncomfortable, it's going to cause you to get out of that position where
get out your position.
It's going to cause you to get out of that position where you're not.
position.
Gonna cause you to get out of that position where, you're seeking out this thing that
You are without your position. You are seeking at the
but if you're uncomfortable, it's gonna cause you to get out of that position where, you're seeking out this thing that,
seeking at staying seeking at staying it
cause you to get out of that position where, you're seeking out this thing that, eventually will be comfortable, I guess, but yeah.
eventually you can get
Eventually can be comfortable, I guess, but yeah.
you can be get comfortable I guess.
Eventually can be comfortable, I guess, but yeah, I think it's like that, or sometimes
But you know, I think
eventually can be comfortable, I guess, but yeah, I think it's like that, or sometimes
I think like that. I think like that. So,
right after they get that, only the only way to leave is if you are uncomfortable, or if you're comfortable with having I was kind of calling on this.
all right. I think it's ChatGPT. Let's go. So it's like, sometimes everything is going well, what's going on sometimes when everything is going well, you wonder what's going to make you want to step out of your comfort zone and grow. You know, growth can feel uncomfortable, because it means making mistakes and being wrong sometimes. But being uncomfortable pushes you to develop used to staying. You might become comfortable again, but yes, that's just how I see it. Grow is comfortable getting wrong too. Grow is uncomfortable gonna cause you you eventually you can get comfortable, I guess, but I think like that.そうよな。いやー、でも問題はですね、この、めっちゃ速い英語を聞き取って、なんとなくその意味を理解するっていうのもそうなんですけど、自分がそういう風に喋れないと相手に理解してもらえないっていうのもあるんで、そうだな。I think that so it's like, you know, sometimes everything is going well, what's going on to cause me to wants to get uncomfortable and grow. Grow is comfortable getting growing is uncomfortable to uncomfortable gonna cause you get out of your position you were seeking at the staying at. Eventually you can get comfortable, I guess, but I think like that. なんかそれっぽく聞こえるけど、なんか意味はそんなに分かってないっていう感じですね。いや、英語難しいな。はい。いつも思います。 ちょっと休憩。あー I mentioned that I have some ways of studying English. Yeah, the beginning of this YouTube video. So the first one is it's as known as dictation. Yeah, listening some sentences and just write down what I listened and understand what the speakers are talking about. This is looks like a continuous effort. It looks like continuous efforts, but it's like um it's most important part of learning English. And next part, I think it's much more fun part of learning English, and it's like we are watching English movie without subtitles. This is also um good way of studying, right? Yeah, we just watch and enjoy the English contents. It's okay to watch the YouTube video or yeah, it's anime or something like that. Yeah, the merit of this studying English is like you can continuously um carry out this study. Yeah, if you are a big fan of the baseball, you just watch the baseball game. Yeah, some narrator speaks English and reports what's going on the baseball game, right? You can understand what they say and what happens in the game in English. So it's good way of studying. For me, I like to study about the nutritions or like food or like um for example it's medical stuff or um how to improve my productivity or something like that. And especially now it's Bible. So I often watch this kind of YouTube contents and watch without and with subtitles, but mainly I use with subtitles because it's totally difficult for me to understand. So and I feel like I want to um increase the expression. So I often use like uh it's interesting for me to or like that. So I how can I say it in English? 表現の幅を広げる。表現の幅を広げる。表現の幅を広げる。英語。Expand your range of expression. Extend my range of expression. Broaden. Broaden my expression. Broaden my expression. 表現の幅を広げる。Broaden my expression. Broaden. Yeah, I just wanna broaden my expression right now. So yeah, dictation is a good way of broadening my expression because some native speaker use some specific expression, so I can imitate or yeah, I can borrow the expression from them, you know. So yeah, but I also now I'm speaking English without watching any script, right? This is also a good way of English studying English. So I guess, but it's tough. I know it's tough to continue this studying method. I speak English by myself or during riding bicycle. Yeah, maybe it is不審者って英語でなんて言うんだ。不審者。周りの人から見たら不審者。suspicious person。suspicious person。不審者。怪しげな人。suspicious person とか。suspicious person。怪しい人。Maybe from other people, I am suspicious person. I am a suspicious person because I just speak something without without the people around me, right? So it's creepy, but this way of is 独り言 is speaking by myself is also good for output, you know. But I feel like the most important part of English learning is input. For example, like yeah, now I recording and replay over and over again what they say and dictate and read out the expression or sentence. But I also feel like building vocabulary is also important. Yes. I'm a little bit tired. I know. Yeah. Could you tell me on the comment what will you do when you are tired? How to refresh when you're tired? Please comment and yeah, or chat. In my case, I just doing exercise or like watching YouTube, but I feel like it's not good. Watching something is like need other kinds of concentration. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna take a rest, it's good way to take a nap, or just walk around on campus or around my apartment. But yeah, that's it. Maybe nap is the best way to refresh. Yeah, and I'm worried about worried that I'm worried that I couldn't I was it's like I wasn't able to understand the contents of lecture, and the student around me understand the lecture contents and make a question, have a question, and discuss about the topic of the lecture contents with the professor. I feel like if I could discuss with my professor about the contents of lecture, it's more like more good time for me. But it's tough for me, my current situation right now. That's why I studying English to improve my plural and vocabulary or something like that. But I feel like imitate the native speaker and reduce or like hide my Japanese accent as much as I can. This is my current goal. Yeah. Yes. アクセントを減らすっていうの、なんていうのかな。アクセントを、なくす。英語。reduce the accent. reduce my accent かな。accent reduction. 発音矯正。reduce my accent. 発音を矯正。Yeah, to reduce my accent, I need to shadowing or dictating or listening, something like that. So, yeah, definitely. All right.
I have kind of a caveat to this.
I kind of. Why it's highlighted in blue?
Like, I think now I can understand why it happened. But those experiences also negatively affected other people in my life. And so, I would like to assume that, God is putting those other people through the fire, but sometimes it is really hard to see that certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light. And so, that's kind of my like devil's advocate of the situation. Because I believe personally, like it's pretty easy, given time to see like why something bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from the perspective of other people, it's very hard to tell sometimes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Oh, I like this one. Does it make sense? わかった？
I have kind of a caveat to this.
I kind of caveat this.
Caveat to this.
I kind of
I have kind of a caveat to this.
caveat this. You know, experiencing 長い単語を可視化するっていうちょっと珍しいですよね。
The experiences where God has put me through the fire.
No, experiencing
The experiences where God has put me through the fire.
experiencing what God needs to require the って言ったね。もう一回や、これ。むずいんじゃん。
I have kind of a caveat to this. The experiences where God has put me through the fire.
God's me to record.
The experiences where God has put me through the fire.
God's
The experiences where God has put me through the fire. The experiences where God has put me through the fire.
person or God is.
Like, I think now I can understand why it happened.
I think
Like, I think now I can.
I think now I can.
Where God has put me through the fire. Like, I think now I.
I think now からちょっと行こうか。1時間27分55秒。I think I can.
Like, I think now I can understand why it happened.
I think I can understand why happened.
To me, but those experiences.
To me, why happened to me? Those experiences. Does it make sense?
Those experiences also negatively affected other people.
Also, naively affected. Naively affected. Naively affected. naive って言ったらなんかマイナスなイメージがあるんですよね。naively affected。どういう意味でしょう ?naively って。あんま使えませんね。naively affected. It's like, in a way that shows a lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. I naively thought having wealth would bring happiness. Ingenious, natural, and unsophisticated. Naively affected. Okay. Like naively affected. 素朴に。単純にとか素直にってこと。単純に。simply とか、simply, naively, 素朴に。いや、むずいな素直に。素朴に。naively affected. 新しい言葉が出ると面白いですね。It's naively
So negatively affected people in my life.
other people in my life. おお、この人は結構はっきり喋ってくれる。People in my life.
In my life. And so, I would like to assume that.
And so I would like to assume that 何を仮定したいんでしょうか
I would like to assume that, God is putting those other people through the fire.
God is putting another people in fire? 神が人の中に
God is putting those other people through the fire.
putting those putting those other people in fire.
Sometimes it is really hard to see that.
So sometimes it is really hard to see that.
Through the fire, but sometimes it is really hard to see that certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
Certain people experience
Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light. Certain people needed to experience something bad.
certain people need to experience
Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
but
Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light. Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
but
Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
not to lie. Certain people need to experience things but see to lie.
Right?
But see for lie.
Certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
Was see for right. ちょっと待てよ。certain people need to experience things but see to lie.
People needed to experience something bad to see the light. It's from the perspective of other people. It's very hard to tell. Like why something bad may have happened, but then when you look at it from the perspective of other people, it's God is putting those other people through the fire, but sometimes it is really hard to see that certain people needed to experience something bad to see the light.
Right?
And so, it's kind of my
So it's kind of
it's kind of my like devil's advocate of the situation because it's kind of my like devil's advocate of the situation because
my dad is
and so it's kind of my like devil's advocate of this. That's kind of my devil's advocate of the situation. Me personally, like it's pretty easy situation because I believe personally
because I
of my like devil's advocate of the situation because I believe
do
and so it's kind of my like devil's advocate of the situation.
should that I
believe personally,
because I believe personally
like it's pretty easy
like pretty easy.
given time to
It's given Time?
Be easy, get time to see like
To see, like...
why something bad may have happened.
Why?
Bad may have happened. Why something bad may have happened.
Something bad
Why something bad may have happened. But
happened?
why something bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from the
May have happened.
bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from the perspective of
For them?
but then when you look at it from the perspective something bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from
For them?
something bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from the perspective why something bad may have happened. But then when you look at it from the perspective of happens. But then when you look at it from the perspective of other people, very
How something was other people.
but then when you look at it from the perspective of other people, it's very hard to tell.
It's very hard to tell.
So sometimes does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Make sense? ということで、I think now how I can understand what happened to me, those experiences also naively affected other people in my life, and so I like to assume that, God is putting those other people in fire. So sometimes it's really hard to see that certain people need to experience things bad, see to right. And so it's kind of my dad actual situation. Because I believe personally, like, it is pretty easy, it pretty easy. It's given time to see, like, why something bad may have happened for them. Need to look at this perspective of other people. It's very hard to tell. Does it make sense? と言われても、いや、全然 make sense ちゃうんですよね。どうしましょう。どっちも make sense ちゃうわ。チャット GPT になりますか。整理してくれよ、アイス。うんふん。個人的な経験や周囲の人々の影響、この俺部分を学ぶする内省的な考え。いや、まあ、それはそうなんですけど、もっと深く知りたいですよね。Look at this perspective of the people, it's very hard to tell. 他人の視点で物事を考えるのは難しい。その前に英語で、ああいうこと話すの難しいな。いや、むずいっすね、ちょっと。じゃあ、ちょっと思います。 しゅんまあ、OK? OK。いやー、むずいっすね。ちょっと。うん。休みます。いややっぱ、現地の人のやつを書き取るってだいぶしんどいっすね。はい。できれば、そうだな。むずいな。うーん。はい。じゃあまあ今日はこの辺でちょっと終わっときます。ダラダラとした感じでしたけども、ありがとうございました。はい。じゃあまたこんな感じで、配信暇な時にやっていこうかなというふうに思います。どうやって終わるんでしょうか、これ。どうしたらいいや。はい。またその、勉強のやり方とか、皆さんのやつ、そのチャットとかで教えてもらうと。はい。じゃあまた、バイバイ。